Hey, so this probably looks a bit different. I own a lot of D&D books, but I am not playing as much Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition as I used to. I kind of would like to make a bit more space for some more indie tabletop RPGs on my shelf. I don't think I'll get rid of a lot because there's a lot of stuff in these books that I still like, and I still think Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition is a great game. But without much further ado, I have included all of the official Wizards of the Coast publications, as well as 2 third-party publications that I have in print. Side note, if you are looking for something that would work in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition that you feel is lacking or you're not getting what you would like from official publications, the Open Games license is amazing, and there is just lots of amazing people making great stuff for Dungeons & Dragons that is unofficial, that is pretty affordable and really great and really well made. Kobold Press in particular, they are really well known for their stuff. So first off, I think we're going to start with something that I know is going to be a keep. That is the Monster Manual. Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. I've never really used this myself. I've been in games where my friends around me have used this, but I really haven't. Maybe. I'm going to think about this one. Eberron, this is also a really tricky one for me because I don't care for the setting of Eberron, but it was a gift to me and I'm very easily attached to gifts. And the dragon marks are really cool. Let's say maybe for now, but maybe I'll end up with a huge pile of maybe. Ghosts of Saltmarsh. I'm leaning towards giveaway. So I'm going to put this in the giveaway pile. It does have some interesting mechanics for traveling by boat. Maybe this video idea was a mistake. I feel like I'm going to just keep a bunch of stuff that I don't need. Because I go, but I like it. And Hoard of the Dragon Queen, I keep trying to run it, and I never run it. I always end up running games that I've made up. Giveaway. Acquisitions Incorporated. I think Acquisitions Incorporated is a really underrated supplement to 5th edition D&D. I don't think it's got the most, mind-blowing mechanics, but I love the humor of it. I like that it's about how to run a game. I mean, how your adventuring party would function if it was actually part of a guild. Keep. She's a keeper. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. Definitely keep. I mean, how cool is that art? And I really like the monsters that are in this one. Keep. Candlekeep Mysteries. I'm not going to run this. It doesn't spark a lot of joy. Go. This is tricky because I have this discussion with one of my friends that I run games for and play with, and we both agree, magical school, lame, boring, uninteresting. We're not interested in kids and brooms, that's not our style. Magical university, absolutely our thing. Probably keep. Xanathar's, keep. Volos. I do really like that it has spellcasters with stat blocks ready to go, because building an NPC spellcaster can be an absolute nightmare, and you can just reskin one of these. Keep. Mordekainen's Player's Handbook, keep. Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. So this is a new one, so it's interesting that I'm having conflicted thoughts about... No, I'm not. It's a book about dragons. In a game about Dungeons & Dragons, we barely had enough dragons. Always more dragons. Tasha's Cauldron, I am currently playing a character that is using this. She's a half-orc psionic knight fighter. Absolutely cool. So that's pile 1. Keep. Dragon Stew. Adorable. Really cute. Dragon Stew is a third-party supplementary book that is all about cooking and food. So there are adventures based around food. There are magical items based around food. This was my first third-party supplementary book. It is rolled and told. It has a couple adventures. It has some really fun little monster stat blocks that come with the adventures that, for example, I love this stat block for a chocolate golem. Really cool. And then there is a D100 table, random books that you could have as loot. There's also a bunch of articles that cover different aspects of running the game and being in the game. If you haven't checked out Rolled and Told, do. I think it's wonderful, really. I don't know why I bought this. This was a silly idea. I don't cook. Dungeon Master Screen, classic one, keep. I have the Curse of Strahd Adventure and I think I'm going to keep it, so it goes in the keep pile as well. Horde of the Dragon Queen characters giveaway. I don't use it. You know, I don't use a lot of the Dungeon Master's Guide, except for the magic item tables. That's what's bookmarked, but I do love me more tables. If you are stressed about Game Master prep, tables will do all the work for you. The Mythic Odyssey. I have built characters using this. It's in the maybe keep. Ravnica. There's a Druid subclass, Circle of Spores, that I really like. I really could just compile what I liked and get it printed. I think this is a maybe get rid of. Curse of Strahd. Keep. Tales of the Yawning Portal. I think it's a giveaway item. I'm not getting rid of them. Storm King's Thunder. She can go. Descent into Avernus. Oh, I remember when this came out and it's got some cool ideas. This is maybe giveaway. Icewind Dale. Also a relatively new one. Also mostly a pre-written adventure. See, the problem is with the pre-written adventure, they always include stuff they like the creatures, or they've got rules for, or they have rules in here for overland travel and ice. That makes me go, maybe, but thin ice. I'm not gonna run Horde of the Dragon Queen. I shouldn't have Rise of Tiamat. So this is keep, and I have a much smaller giveaway pile, and then I have 2 piles of maybe. I'm not getting rid of as much as I thought I would get rid of, but baby steps. It's hard to let go when you've spent hundreds of dollars. Well, I hope this was mildly interesting. If you have any opinions on the direction Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition has gone, feel free to pop them down below. I won't be covering any of these books individually or Dungeons & Dragons as a system. There are plenty of people out there who have covered that much better than I ever could. This is more so me trying to declutter my shelf so I can fit more indie games. Well, I hope to see you another time. If you liked what we did today, please hit subscribe. I actually review tabletop RPGs, mostly smaller and indie games, and I upload once a week, sometimes as a little bonus episode like today, and I really appreciate all the support. I'll see you next time. Bye!